डियर स्टूडेंट्स, हमने एलिमेंट्री सिग्नल्स हम पढ़ चुके हैं. व्हाट आर एलिमेंट्री सिग्नल्स? दैट इज़ इम्पल्स सिग्नल, यूनिट स्टेप सिग्नल एंड रैम्प सिग्नल. यूनिट रैम्प सिग्नल आप देख भी रहे होंगे स्क्रीन पर. यू आर having unit ramp signal on your screen. Now today we are going to discuss about the continuous time complex exponential signal. The continuous time complex exponential signal को हम इस फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं xt is equal to c into e to the power alpha t, where c and alpha are the general complex numbers. नाउ अब इन पैरामीटर्स पर डिपेंड करते हुए डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल को हम कैटेगराइज कर सकते हैं. फर्स्ट इज़ द रियल एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल, अनदर इज़ द पीरियोडिक कॉम्प्लेक्स एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल. इन पीरियोडिक कॉम्प्लेक्स एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल को आगे हम फर्दर और देखेंगे. इसमें और डिस्क्रीट टाइप एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल भी है. सो लेट अस सी व्हाट आर रियल एक्सपोनेंशियल सिग्नल. If c and alpha both are real, then you can see two diagrams. One is the decaying exponential function, another one is the raising exponential function. This is the decaying and this one is the raising exponential function. Here you can see that the amplitude is decaying with the rise in the value of t, whereas in case of the rising here, while the value of x is decreasing, the amplitude is decaying. It means when the amplitude will rise when x is increased. Therefore this is known as decaying and the rising exponential function. Now you have an idea. E to the power x, you can see the e to the power x can be the exponential signal. Here we have taken t because with respect to time our signal is the continuous time complex exponential signal. Therefore we have taken as e to the power alpha t. So mathematically we can say that xt, which is decaying exponential function, so we can write xt for decaying exponential function, xt is equal to e to the power minus alpha t, and for rising exponential function we can write xt is equal to e to the power plus alpha t. So this minus and plus sign bifurcates between the decaying exponential and the rising exponential function. Now the second type of signal is the periodic complex exponential signal. For periodic complex exponential signal, our signal will be of the form xt is equal to e to the power j omega 0 t. This omega is 0 is nothing but the frequency, angular frequency of the signal. And for testing the periodicity of a periodic signal, we have taken the condition as xt is equal to xt plus t0. If both the sides are same, then we say that the signal is periodic. Similarly here what we will do is xt is equal to e to the power j omega t. If it is equal to e to the power j omega t plus t, then the function will be said as the said to be the periodic function or periodic complex signal. And e to the power j omega 0 t is equal to e to the power j omega 0 t dot e to the power j omega 0 t, which will be equal to e to the power j omega 0 t is equal to 1, then only it will be possible. When when omega 0 is 0, then xt is 1 for any value of t, because t omega 0 is equal to 2 by t0, that is omega 0, which is the angular frequency, and t0 is the fundamental time period of the signal. Similarly, जैसे अभी हमने continuous time signals देखा, वैसे ही discrete time exponential signal can be possible, and it is written as mathematically represented as xn is equal to a to the power n. See, this is an exponential signal, but we are not using e, but xn is equal to a to the power n is the form of the signal representation. where a is some real constant. If we consider the complex signal, complex number, then xn is equal to r into e to the power j theta. R is the polar form, e to the power j theta is the exponential imaginary form. So depending upon the values of a, we can have the 4 different categories in this signal. So case 1 is when a is greater than 0. For example, a is greater than 0, we consider an integer number 3. So if a is equal to 3, then xn is equal to 3 raised to n. A raised to n is 3 raised to n. And the signal is represented as the figure 1.15. This is the exponential signal. This is the exponential signal for a is greater than 1. Then second one is the second condition is when a is less than 1. So when a is less than a is less than 1, but a is less than -1 and it is a lies between -1 and 0. A lies a less than -1 and a is, next case is a lies between 0 and 1. When a lies between 0 and 1, then we get the decaying this is our decaying exponential signal when a is less than, or you can say when a is negative. In the next case, when a is less than -1, we can have the signal, these two signals we can have as the graphically represented signal, and for a lies between 0 and -1, in this condition, if a is you have taken as 1/3, then you can see the signal like this for decaying exponential signal. Now we can see that what is the relation between the complex exponential and sinusoidal signal. If xt is equal to e to the power j omega t is the complex exponential signal, and this can be written as Euler's equation. E to the power j theta is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta is the formula according to Euler's equation. So xt is equal to e to the power j omega t can be written in the Euler's equation form, and we can represent this as xt is equal to c into e to the power alpha t. So this c is the polar form and alpha is in the rectangular form. Then c is equal to mod c e to the power j theta, whereas alpha is equal to r plus j omega 0, and substituting this value in the xt's equation, we can have mod c into e to the power rt into e to the power j theta plus theta t. So Euler's equation say we can expand this, and we can have c into e to the power at is alpha t is equal to mod c cos omega 0 t plus theta plus j mod c sin omega 0 t plus theta. Now in this equation, if r is 0, then real and imaginary parts of the complex exponentials become sinusoidal, and for r is equal to 0, then equation e to the power rt in equation 1.54, this in this equation 1.54, it will be a growing exponential like this. This is a growing exponential. If you sketch the signal, its shape will be like this for condition r greater than 0, and if r is less than 0, it will be a decaying sinusoidal signal. Now damped sinusoidal signals are the sinusoidal signals multiplied by decaying exponentials are called the damped sinusoidal signal. Now on the basis of this we can see that a special signal sinc function in conjunction with the elementary signals, we can substitute this sinc function in that category also. This is a special signal sinc function or sinc pulses. It can be represented mathematically as sinc x is equal to sine x pi upon x pi, for x is equal to not equal to 0. X is independent variable, and sinc x is equal to 1 if x is 0, and sinc x is equal to 0 at x is equal to plus minus 1, plus minus 2, etc. up to n integers. So this is the function which is drawn. This is your sinc function, and you can have you can watch here in the signal. The signal is at peak at 0, x is equal to 0, and signals are having all their 0 values at x is equal to plus 1, minus 1, x is equal to plus 2, minus 2, x is equal to plus 3, minus 3, and so on, and gradually the amplitude gets decremented. So here we have completed our real and complex periodic sinusoidal signals and discrete time.